we just watched an all-time classic. It's appropriate because the new Halloween movie just released, I think this week or last week. This is like the only one I've ever seen. I've already watched this. You haven't. So I mean, it's called Halloween. We have to watch this. Our first year.
It's a classic, yeah.
And did it hold up?
I thought it was a pretty damn good movie.
What makes John Carpenter such a damn good director?
Well, first, the music is fantastic.
Yeah, he composes the music.
He does. Okay, that music is fantastic. It's classic. Everyone knows it. Like, I honestly just want to start whipping a nay-nay into this shit.
I honestly never wanted to end the review more than just that.
Cut that out. I never said that. But no, the score is fantastic. It builds that tone, you know?
Tension.
Yeah. Everyone knows the song if you haven't even seen the fucking movie.
I would say even more than just that, like the classic theme, like the intro song, just everything. There's so many different tracks that...
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about too, all the other ones. It's fantastic.
And it also works so well because the camera work, there's so many long shots of Michael just staring. And that's like, those are the creepy shots. I hate those shots.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was the next point I was going to talk about. Like all the times where like, they're like looking into like darkness and they're like pan away for a second, go back, and then Michael's just there.
Yeah, that's creepy. He's everywhere. And just the mask alone is...
I was going to say, that goddamn mask.
It's so good. It blends whenever he's in the... Like, my favorite shot in the whole thing is when he's like in the closet and he just kind of emerges from the dark. It looks so creepy.
Oh, towards the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably like the best shot. I was like, oh, fuck. Just by the skin tone of the mask, it looks like a statue, like a stone statue of like fucking red hair. It's weird. It looks like someone put red hair on the thinker.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe that's what it is. What an awesome Halloween costume, the thinker. The two favorite parts is the intro and the end.
So the part where he's like, I didn't even know he was a kid. I don't know what the hell I was watching at first. I thought it was just grown man. But that's the twist.
Well, that's why it was so good. Yeah, it's through the POV of Michael as a child, and he puts the mask on, and it literally like you seeing through the eye holes of the mask, and then he like kills his older sister.
That's awesome.
Or I guess you don't know it's his older sister, but then his parents come home and they're like, Michael, and then it switches perspective, and you see him as a kid with the knife in his hand.
It got me. I was just assuming it was just like, hey, there's a murder on the loose, but no, it's like. It's him as a child.
Yeah. And then it skips 2 years later, and he's in the mental hospital. He escapes. It's just such a good story built up around him. He's almost not human.
He seems kind of indestructible and has God-given strength.
His strength is insane. Yeah, he chokes out like a German shepherd.
He stuck a knife in a dude and stuck him to the wall.
That was so awesome. I know it's not realistic, but that's
impossible.
It's so cool, though. Just have him sticking, hanging from the
dude's
wall.
A twig. I don't know.
Oh, Michael is the most badass slasher villain.
I mean, the dude's a force in nature.
Exactly.
He got shot like fucking 6 times and lived.
Okay, so he's like, yeah, and that's the ending. I guess I'll talk about that now, too, since I said that's my other favorite part. Just like the very end, where Dr. Loomis, he comes in with the gun and starts shooting him, and he falls off the balcony. And then they, like, look back, and he's gone. And you start hearing, like, the breathing through the mask, but he's, like, everywhere. It's so cool.
Is that, like, set up the second one?
I can't say it because I haven't seen the sequel. But my guess is it's implying, like, he's just evil incarnate. Like, he's just everywhere. But, yeah, like, I said the very end is my favorite because my least favorite part is, like, when Lori, the main character, is, like, running from him. The final confrontation, basically.
Oh, yeah.
She's so... infuriatingly
stupid.
She's just dumb. Yeah,
it was just like bad decision after. I don't know, it's just like not thinking.
Yeah, you've seen it. I think this movie literally spawned all those cliches
of being a fucking moron when they're trying to murder you.
She keeps throwing the knife away, and she keeps turning her back to him and like sitting down and just kill him, slit his throat. And when she runs from one house and goes into the other house, why would you not run down the street?
I'm hitting the dash. I am out of there.
Just run away. Like, why would you
Fuck
go?
Them kids. Fuck them kids, I'm gone.
It has to be intentional because that was crazy cheesy.
Yeah, it's definitely just to set up like the.
Because otherwise they wouldn't have a final confrontation if she just
Yeah,
ran
that's
to
the
the
word I was looking
police.
for. That was the word I was looking for. Confrontation. They just wanted like that ending that you liked actually.
Yeah. So I get it. It's corny. I don't want to say funny, but it's like fun. Like, it's just fun
Yeah.
to watch, despite being a horror movie, because they're all joking around with each other. These three girls. They're really all just trying to like bang. That's like the whole movie. They're all just trying to get laid. Cause another funny moment is when he's standing in the doorway with the dude's glasses on, and he has like the ghost costume over him or the bed sheet.
It made me uncomfortable.
That was like funny. It's like, what is he doing?
It was funny, but I was just like, I mean, this in a good way. Like, it made me uncomfortable. I was like, ugh. If he's dressed like that and he ain't saying a damn word, I would not like that.
Wearing those Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, I'm running. Oh, what else?
I feel like it was almost kind of like a simple movie.
Simple is best. Picture where they went with this series. I haven't seen any of them, but I already know exactly what the new movie is. Do you know what I'm gonna say? What would a modern director do with a horror movie like this?
Just turned to a gore fest.
Yep, exactly. It's gonna be action. You already said, isn't Laurie Strode in the new ones?
Yeah,
So you know she's gonna have a shotgun.
she's
She's
did
gonna
in the trailer. Yeah.
Okay, see, and she's just gonna be blasting Michael in the head over and over. He'll like,
Trying to, yeah, pretty much. It's like he's murdering people. I think it's a little more bloody, and obviously being uh, newer film with newer special effects. That's what I was looking for. So the kills are a little more gruesome, and so he's murdering people, and I think she's trying to find him.
it's just so lame. This older movies like this, older slasher films, they had to get really creative with the deaths because they didn't have anything. That's what made them fun. Like they get choked out with a phone wire or stuck to the cabinet with a knife. They don't have to get their head blown off with like a rake or something.
Simpler movies tend to be, especially like they just tend to be the better, more cohesive actual like movie. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have less to work with. They're forced to. All these newer places, they have the special effects budget. They're like, oh, that'll fix our movie up.
I've seen a Halloween movie. I'm gonna Google it now. Halloween H2O.
1998. Dude, this looks like absolute dog shit.
Oh my god, his mask looks like shit. Yeah, this is the one I saw.
Yeah, I don't really... I'm interested to know where the series goes, but not interested enough to watch it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't really care. I'd actually rather just like skip to the newer films. I heard the 2018 one is pretty good, but the one that just came out I heard sucks.
I see that there's another planned sequel called Halloween Ends in 2022.
Oh, so they try to make a fucking trilogy out of this new shit.
Yeah. I would give it a 9 out of 10.
And I would give it an A minus.
This is just like, I would watch this every Halloween. I'm glad we watched this in October, but this is like the perfect Halloween night movie to watch.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. That's like a tradition for people to watch this shit. October is scary movie month.
Yeah, and nothing's really scary anymore. Like, we watched The Descent, we liked it, but was it really horror?
No. It had like some creepy monsters, but it was more of like an action movie.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else horror. Like, I think this is as close as it gets for me, maybe. That's really good. I want to find bad reviews, because obviously most of these are going to be positive.
Like, this movie's a banger.
This movie was worse than I remember it being, but not bad. I thought this movie had a really good plot and storyline, but it was a little too boring at parts. Sometimes the acting was terrible. Characters had no development, really, but this movie had some iconic scenes. The ending's very good and a cliffhanger. I agree with a little too boring, only because like,
yeah.
I know most of it was tension building, obviously. Towards the end, they did it a little too much. It was literally that one scene where Laurie's walking up to the house and then goes like up the stairs.
Get it, he's in a fucking dark ass house where Mike is in.
Yeah, like throughout the movie, I forgave a lot of it because there's legit like...
Yeah, they're building the tension.
But after a while, once the action gets started, you can't go back to the tension building. Otherwise, the acting was a little bad, but it's a 70s movie, so you can't really...
Yeah.
And I liked the characters. I thought they were realistic.
I did too, yeah. They were just simply fucking high school girls and children.
But I liked the scenes of them bonding where they like smoked the blunt in the car and like I don't know, they're all on the phone all the time. They're all baby. It just felt realistic.
Yeah, it felt like fucking high schoolers in the 70s, as if I'd know what that is.
Like, yeah, like we can't really, we don't have any say in that. But
I watched that 70s show.
oh god, horrible acting and slow paced.
I didn't think the acting was that bad. And I thought it was only slow at the time you mentioned.
Yeah.
But it was not really. Like you said, just building tension.
It barely passed the time. 90 minutes felt like 250 minutes. So a lot of people, I think it's the pacing, which I can see, but you'd have to be like really ADHD to like not be able to sit through this hour and a half movie like that.
Honestly, it felt pretty damn fast. Maybe the ending felt a little long, but like when I actually showed the time and I saw we were like an hour in, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I was engaged with it. Maybe people just don't fucking find this interesting. I don't know.
I think that's part of it. Because if you're not interested in like building tension or like imagine some kid just like randomly puts this on, they'd probably be bored to fucking tears. I thought this was going to be like just a murderer going killing people. All he does is strangle someone. I guess nowadays, maybe it's a little dated. It's difficult watching older movies when you know they've played a part in shaping what followed. This is very 70s. The effects, shrill screams, poor script, unimaginative story development, and poor acting tell you that. At its core, you get a sense that it was really trying to deliver something different, something more viscerally scary. It's alright, but I've been expecting more.
I hate that argument. I don't like. You gotta take it for when it came out. I said of Godzilla, you gotta take like the original Godzilla. You gotta take it for when it comes out. So
yeah, I guess that's kind of what he's saying. He's saying it's difficult to like watch them when you know that they're kind of dated, but I still can't call it bad. Like it's still enjoyable to me.
Yeah, that's your own issue.
I mean, there's certain movies that if they're too old and they're just not enjoyable for me. Kind of like Godzilla, honestly, for me.
I guess that's more of a personal issue.
Yeah, it's on a personal basis. Some things are too dated for me to enjoy. Michael, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Oh!
That's him. Oh my god. He gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on his own movie. And he just quoted the fucking IMDb. Now that's scary.
So they're gonna murder us now.